simple, but he stepped out of bounds here on the near side.
Running edge to edge.
Ball is 15, first down.
I think they give you more warning.
Hip high, let's go! Hip high! Hip high, let's go! Let's go! Jordan!
Bradford with the carry. Ball Newcastle.
Be a 4th and 1 now for Newcastle. Tuttle holds them to a 4th down on the initial kickoff and then does not substitute a package. Newcastle reads it. Punt runner runs it all the way into the end zone, touchdown. Tuttle, however, did score a touchdown. However, the official says that he stepped out at the 11-yard line. They're unable to convert on the field goal as well. So instead of being a 7-7 tie game, it is 7-0 after the missed field goal. It'll be a conversion for the Racers. It'll be 1st down and 10, 2:53 to go. Deep throw down the sideline. They got him. And it is a 52-yard dive. So he'll be out. Correction, not 52. 42-yard pass completion. 1st down now for the Racers. 2:30 to go. Easily into the end zone, scored another touchdown, and Newcastle up now 13-0. So it is a 2-touchdown lead for district foes. Both teams chasing the Blanchard Lions. All the Lions have to do is win one more game, and they automatically will be your district champion by strength of head-to-head wins over both Tuttle and Newcastle. Newcastle will need some assistance as they both have 1 loss apiece. They will need Blanchard to fall twice in the final 2+ weeks. Kind of a funky looking kick. So it is no good. 13-0 lead Newcastle. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of Class 4A District 2 action between the Newcastle Racers and the Tuttle Tigers. Coverage tonight brought to you by First Bank and Trust. First National Bank and Trust, correction. Remains here in the first quarter. 'It's just a tad bit chilly here in Tuttle. Weather dropping a good 25 degrees. Cold front started coming in a little bit after 3 o'clock or so. 3 timeouts remain for both squads here in the first quarter. It has been all Newcastle or Leon. They are the favorite to win. Better record, 7-1 versus 5-2. And fighting to keep a potential district championship alive and/or home field advantage. The way it usually works in Oklahoma football, you're a district champion, you get the first 2 home games. Not always the case, but sometimes more, sometimes less. Two huge plays for Newcastle, the punt return for the touchdown, and then a 42-yard dime along the right sideline that set them up for a 1st and goal. And then they ended up taking it in, and watch out. Here comes Tuttle. Down at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Tuttle.
You got a little time, yeah.
Squeeze it in! Squeeze it in! Let's go! Let's go! Come on, boys!
1:30 remains here in the first quarter. It is 1st and goal, Tuttle.
Take it!
Ball
Take
at the
it!
9-yard line, correction. Misdirection play. Don't know that they misdirected, though, any of the tacklers. He will gain a couple of yards. Looks like they're going to move him up to the 8-yard line. So it's only a 1-yard gain. So a lot of trickeration early on. Newcastle befuddling Tuttle with the punt. Looked like they got him on an initial stop and then just took it to the house.
Watch that screen pass over here. Coming this way.
We're a little topsy-turvy on the screen. I apologize. I'll get it corrected as soon as we have a lull in action.
What did you say to me?
All right, clock not the ally of Tuttle. If they're not careful, they're not going to get a final play off here. We're now down to 7 seconds. And 5, 4, 3. This will be the final play of the quarter. In for the touchdown, as you can see. And it is 13-6. So the missed field goal, returned touchdown, and now you have to ask, will Tuttle go for it here? They're already within a touchdown. If you get the extra point, the field goal and combination of the touchdown gives you the benefit of not having to go for 2 again. However, if you miss this here, then you're just down by the touchdown. So it looks like they're going to make it a 13-7 ball game so that they are within a touchdown and then have the flexibility for extra points. 2-point conversion or extra point. Kick is up, and kick is good. 13-7, your score through the first quarter. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the game of the week, Newcastle Tuttle. Tonight was senior night, and also starting early. So our game got going literally before 7 o'clock.
Remind everyone, everybody the chances for the t-shirt bid. They'll be drawing on that one. Located on the north end,
Well, if you're Tuttle, what could have been? Think that they score on a bootleg read option play by the quarterback. Instead of being a touchdown, it's called back. Ball at the 11. They are unable to kick the field goal. So it could be 14-13 right now, Tuttle. If they get the field goal, it'd be 13-10. So both teams with 2 touches in the first and only quarter, and so far each team having great success with different types of plays. Newcastle with the quarterback or the punter fake on the punt. And then a deep bomb set him up for the quarterback keeper to run it in after 42-yard pass completion, a 10-yard keeper. And then a nice run for Tuttle up the gut and off tackle for the quarterback, and he takes it to set him up first and goal at the 9. Kick is in the hands of the Racers. And we'll continue to do our best to trek the action due to extended numbers and limited space on the Tuttle side. We'll be doing all of our broadcast tonight from the Newcastle portion of the field. Just for variety's sake, at halftime we may move over to the other side of the players' box. Pretty much runs 30-30, but at this field I think it's 25-25. And the first play officially for the Racers in the second quarter is a no-gainer.
Bradford with the tackle. Joe Ryan.
He does get 2, so it's 2nd and 8 from the 28-yard line. And Tuttle pushes back, very excited with their effort on the play. Ball was down. Got to give him credit. He's selling it all the way to the end zone. Whistles are blowing, though, as he picked the ball up.
This is the floating deal. It's the 30-yard line. Third down.
So it's another 2-yard gain for the Racers. It'll be 3rd and 6, 11-10 remaining here before halftime. Quarterback drops, scans the field. He's going to fire across the middle and is completed for a first down. Racers once again on the move. They've had an almost 60-yard punt return for a touchdown by the punter, and then about a 42-yard pass completion, and then probably a couple of plays for about 25 or so yards. So the Racers stress testing the Tigers early on, trying to control the line of scrimmage, trying to get more misdirection plays. Solo backfield, quarterback will swing it far right, whips it out, and immediately met with resistance and shoved back. It'll be a no gain.
Mark Douglas with the tackle. Loss of 2, make it 2nd down, 2nd and 12.
So they do lose 2, so it'll be at the 42. 10:20 remains here before halftime. Quarterback hands off, and it is open field. Nice shoulder tackle for the Tigers. So they get him down with just one arm wrapped around, nicely done. Inside of 10 minutes now to go, 9:55. Tuttle not fooled with the read option play. Fakes the throw, hands off immediately to the tailback. Some teams seem to go heavy with the read option and split wideout formations. Others usually go read option with a jumbo package. Now they've got a split formation duel. Quarterback is going to keep it, can't get around his own blocker, and as a result sets him up perfectly to be caught by both the tackle and the linebacker as they close the gap and squeeze him. It'll be now 9 minutes to go before halftime. 3rd and 6, 37-yard line. Quick strike just past the marker and the yardage necessary, and it'll be a first down for Newcastle. They're now in Tuttle territory and driving once again. They got up by as many as 2 touchdowns. Extra point was no good. Missed field goal for Tuttle as well. So we have about, you can make the argument, 8 points off the scoreboard with the step out of bounds touchdown. Quarterback keeps it. We're going to have a flag, and I think that's going to go against Newcastle based upon the spot and the timing of when it came out of the back pocket. So a costly miscue will move the ball from 1st and 10 at the 30 to it should be now 1st and 20 at the 40. 8:23 remains here before halftime. Weird. Ends up being a 9-yard penalty, not a 10-yarder. Cancel that on the scoreboard. It has 1st and 41 to go. Estimation, that clearly should have been a 10-yard penalty, so I'm not sure if it was just considered a spot after 1 yard forward progress by the quarterback, but if he had been a +1, he would have been already over the line of scrimmage. So, I don't know. One of those deals. It is 3rd and 8. Down the middle he goes, and he is tackled all the way to the 15-yard line. So just 1 yard off. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 16. We're now down to 7:30 before half. Racers looking to extend their lead. They were up by 13, now 6. You got to think at some point they'll be going for 2 to try to get this back to your traditional touchdown score. I formation, split wide out, jet sweep, quarterback hands off. It's going to be a procedural call against Newcastle, so that'll be their second out of the last 3 plays for a penalty. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 16, they're going to push it back. It'll remain 1st down. Looks like to me the ball's at the 21-yard line, so that'll make it 1st and 15. So much easier to see the field. I love how they do the variant colors on the turf, contrasting style with the chalk and the green as well. Gives it a nice stripe out look from the stadium. But for people like me, it's so much easier, where there's some fields that if you're not within 10 feet or 20 feet max from where the ball is spotted, it can be very hard to tell. So the new field here at Tuttle High School, you can see the press box, home of the Tigers, conditioning room and locker rooms for visitors and home. Beautiful renovation project. The Tigers finished just around COVID season 2020. here we go again. Quick snap. Once again, hands it off. He is met just inside the 20-yard line. Looks like he's going to be down at about the 18 and a half or 19. So it's closer to the 19. 2nd and 13 now for the Racers. Quarterback keeper once again. He's going to be just shy, but once he's pushed over, going to be lining right up with the 15-yard line. By my math, 3rd and 9 now. He'll need to get to the 6-yard line, and it's going to be the full 6, just a little bit off the pylon marker. Get you a shot of that right there so you can see it. Definitely likes the left side of the field. Penetrates 5. Inside will be 1st and goal, Newcastle. At the 4-yard line.
You got to come from all angles.
Quarterback hands off, and he'll split the difference. He didn't get quite as much as I thought he did. They only give him credit for a yard, so I thought he got closer to the 2. So we'll go with the official mark. However, he's hedged his bet now and split the pylon, so he was at the 2. All right, 2nd down and goal. They'll need 2 yards for a touchdown. Thought they had it right where he got to. He's grabbed from behind, so if he got anything, it's going to be barely about a quarter of a foot. You can see right there. We're just going to keep it 3rd and goal at the 2. They don't get it, so this is going to be an interesting call here. So a stand-up, stout defense for the Tigers prevents a touchdown. Newcastle has obviously 3 options. You can go for the touchdown. You can send out the kicker for a field goal, or you can try to draw them off sides and split the difference and make it 1st and goal. We'll see if the Racers right now looks like they're going to go for it. And if they don't get the touchdown, force Tuttle to have to go 98 large. Good wide out, solo backfield, quarterback under center, or shotgun formation rather. And Tuttle stops it. They do not get it. Turnover on downs. So, peculiar call. With the 13-7 lead and only 6-point advantage, I would have gone for the field goal to make it 16-7. That 9-point difference would require a touchdown, extra point, and field goal to beat you. By not getting this, a touchdown now puts you behind the rest of the game, forces you to have to go for 2. And Tuttle has to be thrilled to death with their defense. Started out at the 4, they get to the 2, and unable to go any further than that. 3:43 remains here before halftime. Your score, Newcastle 13, Tuttle 7. Quarterback almost dropped it in the end zone. You got to hustle it up. I don't like that. Not the best snapperoni. He got that thing on top of his shoe, and so he only gets the yards. So peculiar call. If you're going to go with the shotgun formation and be in the end zone when it comes, you usually are going to roll out and throw that ball. Otherwise, you just take a straight hike from the the center and run off guard, try to advance the ball a yard or two to give you a little bit of a distance here. Split formation, another snap right at his feet. This one, though, ends up not proving to be a problem as Tuttle gets the first down. Keep an eye on that. That could be an issue and a problem. You get a center that moves, a running back or wide receiver running out routes. That could lead to the ball getting kicked around and a potential fumble. So back-to-back hikes from the center to the quarterback on his foot. 2:42 remains here in the second quarter. It's a 6-point lead for the Racers. Just off the mark, not sure exactly what he was doing. So it'll be 2nd and 10, 2:33 remains. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of District 4A 2 action between Newcastle and Tuttle, our game of the week. Seems so weird when we switch from baseball and softball into football season with only potentially 1 or 2 games in the entire week. I'm used to doing that in a day or afternoon. Quarterback keeper misdirection. He crosses the 30. No correction, he crosses the 25. He's going to be just shy of the 30. It looks like it'll be about a 29-yard marker. 1st and 10, 2:24 to go. So after stopping Newcastle at the 2.5, they've now converted back-to-back first downs and now some breathing room for the Tigers. Handoff, off tackle. Downfield he goes. Nice distance and yardage gainer for Tuttle. And it is 3 consecutive first downs now, so it proves to be costly for Newcastle. Betting that they couldn't move the ball, Tuttle back in this game, and now threatening to take potentially their first lead of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 44. We're at 2:05 to go before half. Jet sweep formation. Fakes the handoff. Switches off to the tailback in an I formation slot. So the first timeout of the game for the Tigers. Each team has 2 remaining before half. Would seem prudent to get your play set up. Keep in mind they are in the 44 of Newcastle. They've already crossed midfield on the scamper by the tailback. So exactly what Tuttle started doing after the punt, kickoff, whatever you want to call it, the fake and the punter's run down the gut. I mean, just a massive gap. We were setting up the camera when it happened, so didn't get to capture that on film, but it could not have laid out more perfectly for him. Just kind of sauntered down the field untouched. It's very rare that you see a punter return his own kick for a touchdown. He chooses not to kick it, and that's so far the play of the game. It's made the difference in an otherwise 7-6 game for Tuttle. Second touchdown, a 10-yard keeper. Extra point is no good. Looked to shank the ball when they kicked it for the extra point. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 4th now for, 3rd and 4 for Tuttle. They're all the way to the Newcastle 38-yard line. Very close to a conversion. The way the formation use. And you need to still go 31 yards, so we'll see if Tuttle calls a timeout after this. They're kind of burning a significant amount of clock. They're already down to 54 seconds. And now 52, so they burned almost 40 seconds on one play. You would think a timeout will be forthcoming right here on this play. Nope. They finally do. So it's just under 40 seconds to go. That'll leave Tuttle with one timeout. I'll do my best to get you an update on the yardage that he made. Splits the difference. 2nd and 5 will be the call at the 26-yard line. Well, this is officially the first Friday night or Thursday night game that I am cold. It is chilly here on the sideline in Tuttle, Oklahoma. Quarterback drops, empty backfield right across the middle, passes deflected. So Newcastle will make it now 3rd and 5. So Tuttle does not have to use their 3rd and final timeout unless they end up in field. Right now you would have to think that you're going to try to get a first down or as close as you can, but not necessarily just run for a yard or two. So if a quarterback keeper develops, you would think he's going to run off tackle, not up the middle. Empty backfield. Like I suspected, quarterback does exactly that, hands off, and it is going to be super close. Brady McAdoo, clock runs to 24 seconds with the timeout now. That'll be the 3rd and final timeout for Tuttle. I'll do my best to get you the yardage. Kind of on a delay here with the making the plays. The next play about to come off the board. So it's going to be short, 4th down and 3 at the 24. I would assume that Tuttle's probably going to go for this, even with having the benefit of kicking at home and practicing more than Newcastle. It would still be the equivalent of about a 42-yard field goal. Keeps it, and it is going to be razor thin. I think Newcastle gets the stop. They will likely not even measure this one. I don't think that he even got a yard. So a just peculiar set of calls by the coaches. Direct snap, back-to-back handoffs for Tuttle. And instead of trying to get a throw rolling out to clear the backfield and set something up along the sidelines, they go for it and only make it to the 24. So there will be 19 seconds to go for Newcastle. So both teams with an opportunity to score, unable to do so. And we will have a 13-7 game going into halftime, barring a massive play here by the Racers. Keep in mind, Newcastle does have 2 timeouts. And that'll do it, folks. Your score at halftime, Newcastle 13, Tuttle 7. You're watching Rev Nation TV coverage of the District 2 Class 4A matchup between the Newcastle Racers and the home Tuttle Tigers. Both teams with an opportunity to score again in the second quarter, unable to do so. Your halftime score updates, courtesy of the First National Bank and Trust Company. In Class 4A, Stillwell leads Broken Bow 12-6. Cash over Clinton 7-0. Elk City over Woodward 21-0. Hilldale over Medill 7-0 at halftime. Miami over Cleveland 21-0. Sallisaw over Fort Gibson 28-14. Wagner over Catoosa 33-7. Oologah on top of Cushing 14-7. Poto over Ada 17-7. And one other score to report, actually 2 more correction. Weatherford 28-8 over John Marshall. And Blanchard leads Bethany 20-0. That game is just before halftime, so keep an eye on that. Should Blanchard be victorious tonight, they will clinch the District 2 title. A couple of more scores for you. Harris 7-0 over Class and SAS. Bridge Creek leads Tecumseh 14-7. And last night we had a JV game, Chickasha 52-40 over Mustang Junior Varsity. So we'll go top of the class for you. Your score updates: Owasso 15-14 over Edmond Santa Fe. Tulsa Union leads Edmond Memorial 13-7. Norman over Yukon 15-14. Enid over Southmore 14-0. Jinx over Broken Arrow 21-0. Bigsby over Moore 19-0. Norman North leads Westmore 9-0. Mustang over Edmond North 7-0. Those are your Class 6A1 score updates at the half. In Class 6A2, it is Ponca City over Northwest Classen 35-0. Bartlesville leads Muskogee 14-10. Choctaw over Putnam City 30-0. Lawton and Putnam City North 20-20 tie. Sand Springs leads Booker T. Washington 10-7. Deer Creek 35-0 over Capitol Hill. And a final score from last evening, Stillwater defeated Tahlequah 55-14. Those are your 6A2 at the half score updates. Class 5A action. Collinsville 21-6 over Edison Prep. Glenpool 15-7 over Tulsa East Central. Sapulpa 14-8 over McAllister. Pryor 6-0 over Grove. Bishop McGinnis leads Piedmont 7-0 at halftime. Del City all over Coweta 36-0. Ardmore Altus 7-7. Elgin leads Lawton MacArthur 27-0. El Reno 14-7 over Duncan. Durant 21-0 over Tulsa Memorial. Claremore 35-7 over Will Rogers. Midwest City 21-0 over Noble. And finals from last night, Guthrie 51-6 over Lawton Eisenhower, and Bishop Kelly 55-20 over Nathan Hill. We are now doing the senior portion that originally was scheduled for 6:30.
He is a 3-year founding member of the Pop Squad and will pursue a degree in dance science. We'll try now for a collegiate Pop Squad.
Our next senior is Libby Howell. Libby is the daughter of Dwayne and Daniel Howell. She has 3 brothers, Keegan, Harrison, and Jacob. She is a 3-year Pop Squad member and comes to UCO and works for the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit as a profiler in the paper master.
Next up is Kylie Kutzall. Kylie is the daughter of Kyle and Ashley Kutzall. She was on the cheer team Ohio and major in forensic science and photography.
Our final Palm senior is Kaylin Redding. Kaylin is the daughter of Kathy and Greg Shaw and Andrew Redding. She has one sister, Allie, and two brothers, AJ and Jeff. Kaylin has been on the Palm squad for 2 years and plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to pursue an elementary education degree with a minor in interior decorating.
Leading the way for cross country tonight is Ava Miller. Ava is the daughter of Grant and Melissa Miller. She has one brother, Owen, and two sisters, Shayna and Mia. This is her third season running cross country. She plans to attend Northeastern State University to major in nutritional science.
Up next is senior Julian Harper. Julian is the son of Tina Franks. Julian has one brother, Gabriel. He is a 3-year member of cross country. He is currently attending auto body classes at the Botec and plans to join the workforce doing auto body work when he graduates. Our final cross country member tonight is Ryan Roselle. Ryan is
So
the son
Team
of
POM
Andrew
members and cross-country seniors being recognized during this portion of the senior night.
This is his first year as a cross-country runner. He is currently studying pre-engineering at Botec.
Brady Arnold is first up to represent our band seniors. Brady
And now
is
the
son of
band
Brandon
seniors being recognized.
He has two brothers, Jason and Austin. He has been a member of the Pride of Tuttle for the past 4 years and plans to finish his certification in auto collision and attend Oklahoma State University for law enforcement.
Our next senior is Henry Dennis. Henry is the son of Brian and Andrea Dennis. He has 3 brothers, Nathan, Andrew, and Benjamin. Henry is a 4-year member of the Pride of Tuttle and plans to study bioengineering at Oklahoma State University.
Up next is senior Danielle Hahn. Danielle is the daughter of Ken and Tracy Hahn. She has one sister, Dylan, and 3 brothers, Anthony, Alex, and Zachary. Danielle is a 4-year member of the Tiger Band. She plans to pursue her LPN license at Canadian Valley Botec and then her DSN from Southwestern Oklahoma State University.
Please welcome senior Emily Mooney. Emily is the daughter of Carol Ortiz, born in the late 70s. She has 2 sisters, Samantha Lee and Lizzie Miller, along with 3 brothers, Aiden Mooney, Toby Brown, and Glenn Brown. She is a 4-year runner for the band and plans to become a non-profit dispatcher after graduation from the State of Oklahoma.
Up next is senior Scotland Hobaugh. Scotland is the daughter of Jason and Jennifer Hobaugh. She has one sister, Alexandria Kelly, and her brother, Jensen Hobaugh. Scotland is a 2-year member of the Pride of Tuttle Band and plans to pursue a career in education.
Up next for the Pride of Tuttle is Peyton Hughes. Peyton is the son of Laura Hughes. He has one brother, Benny Douglas. Peyton is a 4-year member of the Pride of Tuttle and plans to attend the University of Oklahoma for music performance and composition.
Making her way to the field now is Ian Rose. Ian is the daughter of Amanda Hawes and Jacob Rose. She has 5 sisters, Jane, Adair, Retta, Tessa, and Athena, along with her brothers Jared and Viva. She has lettered in
Joshua Odalora is up next for band. Joshua is the son of Alex and Laura Odalora. He has one brother, Isaac. He has been with the Pride of Tuttle band for 4 years. His plan is to finish digital media technology at Motel and then start in digital art business.
Making his way to the field now is Chandler Patterson. Chandler is the son of Patterson and Brandon Abby Patterson. He has two brothers, Trey Patterson and Sam Hamilton. He has been a member of the Pride of Tuttle marching band for 4 years. I don't know Howard State University. He has studied political science with an honor in global politics. The goal is to become a senator.
Up next is senior Ryan Rogers. Ryan is the son of Bo and Barbara Rogers. He has one brother, Robert, and sister, Rebecca. Ryan has been a member of the Tuttle Pride band for all 20 years and has enjoyed the organizing
Adeline and Layla Trostler are the final seniors for tonight. Adeline and Layla are the daughters of Kevin and Megan Trostler. They have one sister, Taylor. Adeline has been a member of the Tiger Pride marching band for the past 4 years. After graduation, she will pursue cosmetology. Layla is also a 4-year letterman for the Pride of Tuttle marching band and plans to attend OCCC for cybersecurity after graduation. Please join us in a round of applause for all of our Tuttle seniors tonight. On behalf of the Tuttle Athletic Department and Tuttle Schools, we wish them all the best.
We'll resume our at the half updates in Class 3A action. Seminole 16-0 over Locust Grove. North Rock Creek 6-3 Kingfisher. Lone Grove 14-0 Dixon. Heritage Hall Sulphur, keep your eye on that matchup, 14-14 tie. Tulsa Central 14-0 over Jay. Perkins Tryon 13-0 McLeod. Metro Christian 28-0 over Anadarko. Lincoln Christian 42-6 Muldrow. Cassia Hall 22-6 Inola. Stigler 14-12 over Berry Hill. Marlowe leads Plainview 14-13. Verdigris 8-0 over Dewey. Holland Hall 14-7 over Bristow. And in last night's action, Pauls Valley defeats Douglas 48-0. Those are your Class 3A scores at the half. Now working our way to Class 2A action. Keys Park Hill 33-0 over Okima. Vian leads Prague 14-7. Pawhuska 42-34 over Adair. Henrietta 13-0 rolling at half. Luther 44-7 over Bethel. Sperry 28-0 over Oak Mulkey. Kiefer 38-6 Westville at halftime. Alva leads Oklahoma Christian School 14-12. Eufaula 28-6 over Hugo. Sequoia Claremore 7-0 over Veneta halftime. Huebner 21-7 Spiro halftime. Kansas Victory Christian 8-7 over Kansas halftime. Washington leads Comanche 41-0. Sequoia Tahlequah 11-0 over Warner at the half. Morris and Beggs 8-2 at the half. Morris. Lindsay leads Frederick 12-0. It's Newkirk 13-6 over Blackwell. Chisholm leads Perry 8-6. Davis over Colgate 21-0. Antler 6-0 over Valiant at the half. Crossings Christian Academy 17-8 over Meeker. And Salina over Nowata 8-6. Rejoice Christian 21-0 over Caney Valley. Chandler 8-6 over Star Spencer. Millwood 26-14 Hennessy. Kingston victorious over Lexington 49-0. Community Christian School 44-6 over Crooked Oak final. Kingston, as I said in the other games, these are all finals now from here on out. Purcell 42-14 Little Axe. Holdenville 52-0 over Marietta. And Jones over Kellyville 57-0 last night. Those are your Class 2A at the half score updates. Shifting over to Class A now. Dibble 41-0 Wayne at the half. Minko leads Crescent 20-7. Hooker over Merritt 43-0. Fairview over Burns Flat Dill City 43-0. Correction, 49-0. Bacola leads Porter 44-zip. Wyandotte over Quapaw 12-6. Walters and Hobart tied at 6 at the half. Kanawha 19-0 over Savannah. Woodland 14-8 over Hominy. Colcord 52-7 Hulbert. Gore leads Haskell 14-zip at the half. Morrison 22-6 over Shoto Maisie. It is Moreland over Thomas 8-zip. Hartshorn 18-0 over Allen. Liberty 35-6 over Mounds. Commerce 35-0 over Ketchum. Ringling 24-8 Elmore City Purnell. Western Heights 26-7 Watauga. Cashin 27-0 Hinton. Tonkawa 6-0 Chelsea. Sayre 8-0 over Texoma. Central Sallisaw 20-0 over Panama. Stroud 59-0 final over Wewoka. Pawnee 32-0 over Oklahoma Union. Boone Apache 24-0 over Empire Temple Co-op. Stratford 6-0 over Rush Springs. And in other final scores, Mangum 25-22 over Carnegie. And Fairland defeated Afton 33-12. Those are your Class A at the half updates. Now going to Class B.
Emily Combs, you're here. Go down there and play your quill.
Burn 22-8 over Turpin. Yale 43-8 over Pioneer Pleasantville. Balco Forgan 22-14 Beaver. Wilson 20-14 over Surreal. Alec and Warwick in a tight game 22-20 Longhorns. Garber 18-14 Ringwood. O'Keene 42-6 over Canton. Oklahoma Bible victorious over Kremlin Hillsdale 54-0. Sealing leads Covington Douglas 34-0. Dewar victorious over Midway 66-6. Pond Creek Hunter 38-20 over Cherokee. Drumright 30-0 over Barnsdall. Velma Elma defeats Central Marlowe 56-6. It is Weber's Falls 30-24 Caddo. Shattuck 20-8 over Hollis. Wetumpka 42-0 over Davenport. Depew 22-6 over Summit Christian. Regent Prep 44-0 over Olive. Keota 30-0 over Arcoma. Southwest Covenant 26-2 Wacomas. And in final scores, Welch over Cave Springs 48-8 and Quentin defeated Porum 50-0. Those are your Class B at the halftime update scores. Now down to Class C and we're finished.
Would also like to wish good luck to our girls.
Winoka 20-14 Deer Creek Lamont. Tipton defeats Corn Bible 48-0. Oaks 28-22 Blue Jacket at the half. Coyle 30-8 over Copen. Buffalo 36-6 Medford. Tyrone and Boise City 8-8 tied at the half. Temple over Bray Doyle 24-0. Timberlake defeats Sharon Mutual 15-0 on a forfeit. Maysville 14-12 over Bowlegs. Geary 26-24 over Mount View Godibo. And in final scores, Ryan 42-0 over Granfield. Thackerville 66-20 over Paoli. And Wesleyan Christian 49-0 over Watts. Those are your 6A through Class C at the half updates brought to you by the First National Bank and Trust Company.
Tuttle High School Student Council has been working hard on their Thanksgiving food drive. There are buckets being passed around at this time to collect donations for the food drive. Your donation will go directly towards a budget-purchased food basket for families in our community. They appreciate your support. The Turkey Bowl Powder Puff Tournament is on Tuesday, November 7th, here at Richardson Family Stadium. It will be a fun night, and they hope to see you there.
2:25 to go, and I'm telling you, the smart guys and the smart kids are the Newcastle Racers. They have yet to come out of the dugout, or not the dugout, but the room here for the field house, and I see some heads popping out by the doors now. So I think they're finally starting to make their way, but it has been Tuttle on the field. They're the ones here in the cold, and the weather has significantly dropped, even cooler than it was for the start of the game. So probably not the best night to do senior night. I do get potential last home games and why teams want to do that, but to be frank with you, I've never understood why homecoming and senior night are ever held in late November or late October. It just seems to be asking for it in the state of Oklahoma. That's my 2 cents worth. Some of the festivities can go on for 15 to 25 minutes. I've covered some games where schools have had as many as 6 and 7 different kinds of classes represented in senior nights. From band to chess, to diving, to swimming, to football, to baseball, to basketball, and they chose to do it on the field for football. And Newcastle still, they're staying warm. They are not on the field yet. We've got 2 seconds to go, and so it's time for kickoff, and there's no referees. They're all the way at the far corner. And no Newcastle Racers on the sidelines. So the 30-minute intermission that allowed for senior night recognition has gone, and even now they've reset and put an extra 3 minutes back on the clock to make it a 33-minute intermittent period for the halftime. And there are still no Newcastle teams or players coming onto the field. Would swing the camera a little bit around, but we've got 2 looky-loos right in front of us here, so I don't think you really want to just stare at the back of their heads. So I'll let you know once the team starts making their way out to the field. I apologize, this is going to end up being a pretty lengthy delay at halftime. It's customary to have 15, 20 minutes, give or take, but this is going to be closer to probably 40 minutes by the time they get started. Just don't get why the referees don't go in and tell them it's time to come. Knock on the door. Both of the referees that were on the field in the corner have now left. There's only one I see even on the field now. And finally, here come the Racers. Please tell me they are not heading to the end zone to do drills. I don't think they realize there's been 38 minutes of time in between. They are starting drills in the end zone. So it looks like they are going to pretend like they're not late. It's not kickoff time. And we are going to have now another 3 or 4 minutes plus of drills from the end zone. Tuttle has already wrapped theirs up. They're already in formation to have coaching instructions for the kickoff. Newcastle got the ball to start the game. And we're literally at 0 again for the 3rd clock for halftime.
We've got phones that's been turned in. Up here by the press box. It's found in the ladies' restroom. If you're missing your cell phone, come up here and claim it.
We just had o'clock quarter. So I have no idea when we're going to get started.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And they've added a third 3-minute time to the clock, so we now have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go before hopefully kickoff here. Even with the extended time for seniors recognized by different categories, we still had a good 7 minutes with just dead clock time. Somebody didn't give them a heads up that we're ready to go. We should have already been 3 or 4 minutes into the quarter play already. Just shaping up to be one of those days. Started the game before 7 o'clock. Starting the game after the halftime intermission. So you just roll with it. Tuttle has resumed their drills as well. They're back again for the second time in huddle formation. Coaches to speak with them. Newcastle in a variation of stretch calisthenics and jogs. And now finally Tuttle heads to their side. All of Newcastle heads to the end zone. And hopefully we are ready to go for the third quarter. I'd like to thank the First National Bank and Trust Company for sponsoring our pregame graphic, our live stream video highlights, and the plays of the game, as well as an extensive video highlight clip. There'll be about an hour plus gap, so we'll reach out and get home, and then hopefully get everything edited and uploaded a little bit later tonight. 13-7, Newcastle over Tuttle. Class 4A District 2 matchup. Blanchard rolling toward locking up and clinching the district title, which will mean for Tuttle they may be in the unenviable position of not having any home games for the football playoffs. Newcastle still has a shot to get at least 1, possibly 2. And here we go. Ball is on the 40-yard line. It is the third quarter kickoff. Tuttle will receive the ball. Tigers and Racers both lost point opportunities going for it on fourth down and not converting. In addition, Tuttle had a touchdown called back, missed a field goal, and Newcastle missed an extra point. In addition to the aforementioned failure to convert at the 2-yard line, they had first and goal from the 4. And Tuttle held them to 4 stops, eerily reminiscent of what Oklahoma Sooners have been doing lately to teams inside the goal line.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
It'll be first and 10, Tuttle at the 35, so good field position for the Tigers. to start the third quarter. 11:55 to go here in the third quarter. Quick strike pass completion initially leads to could be a borderline face mask. I don't think they're going to call it.
Brady Lane must have happened. They now to the 46-yard line for a first down.
So they go 35 to 46. So it'll be first and 10 Tuttle at the marker now, 46-yard line, crossing almost midfield. 11:40. Up through the middle. Another nice conversion there for Tuttle, another first down. So they're into Newcastle territory to start the third. It'll be first and 10. So they got the ball at their 35. They're all the way down now to the Newcastle 37. So 28 yards on back-to-back first down converted opportunities for the Tuttle Tigers. Have a couple of players kind of going at it.
Ball at the 28, it'll be second down, second and 1.
Short gain. He's going to be officially down at the 21-yard line. So a third first down conversion for Tuttle.
First down.
He stretched a little bit farther than I anticipated. Sorry about that. Usually when you notice the camera bobbling, it's me trying to move out of somebody's way or make sure that we don't get hit. Good looking drive so far for the Tigers. Around the end, inside the 20, shoestring tie up. He'll reach and lunge forward. I believe he's at the 17-yard line. Scoreboard has him at the 18. It looks like they gave him a little bit more favorable spot on the field initially, but it is in between the 18 and 17-yard markers you can see there. Quick snap, hands off. He almost gets past the 15-yard line, and then with second effort does. He's going to be down at the 14-yard line. Third and 3 for Tuttle. Started on their own 35, all the way now down to the Newcastle 14. Tuttle did have a chance to potentially get some points before halftime. A couple of, curious calls. They decided to run up the gut 2 different times, and then an incomplete pass, and then a quarterback keeper, and unable to get the first down needed. And it is a first down, Tuttle. So just inside the 10, it'll be first and goal, even though officially it's going to be first and 10. However, you can do the math on that said scenario. First and 10, first and goals are never easy. Tuttle with all the momentum in the game right here. They took it back in the second quarter, and they've started the third quarter pretty much maintaining where they left off. He's inside now the 5-yard line.
Second go.
8 minutes remains in the third quarter. Quarterback hands off. And touchdown, Tuttle. Sorry about that, folks.
Touchdown,
7:46 remains in the third quarter. It's a tie ball game for the first time since kickoff. And the ball is up and good. Tuttle takes their first lead of the game, 14-13 over Newcastle. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the District 4A 2 game between Newcastle and Tuttle. Bobbles the ball, turns around, knee is down. Huge play for Tuttle and a major miscue for Newcastle to start the third quarter. Dropped it, bobbled it, turned around, bent down on the ground, and then took the knee right on top of the ball. And so it'll be first down just at their own 10. So it's like deja vu here. Tuttle at the 10 scores, and now Newcastle first and 10 to start their drive for the third quarter. All the momentum now has shifted to the hometown Tuttle Tigers. Hands the ball off, cuts up, almost to the 20. Going to be just about 3 yards shy, give or take, at the first down. We're going to say 2 yards. So correction there, second down and 2 from the 18-yard line for the Racers. Hands off again, stuffed at the line. Going to be a no gainer, maybe even lost a yard on that one.
Gabe Avadar.
We're now inside of 7 minutes to go in the third. Another penalty. If this one is against Newcastle, Tuttle is pointing their direction. However, we're moving forward, so it is against Tuttle. That'll be an automatic first down for Newcastle. Trying to again draw them off sides with the cadence clap. Timeout called Newcastle. 6:30 remains in the third quarter. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the Class 4A matchup between the Newcastle Racers and the Tuttle Tigers. There's a 14-13 lead for Tuttle. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Here we go. Quarterback drops back, fires up the middle. Pass is deflected. Nice defense by the Tuttle Tigers. Quarterback keeper, small gain. It's going to be third down again for Newcastle, so back-to-back parts of this drive. Third and 6 minutes remains in the third quarter. Newcastle definitely has slowed it down. Had a big first quarter, and not so much since. Off the mark, even if he catches it, then they're going to give him the completion. It is a first down. Looked like he might have trapped it, but I'm a little bit farther off the side here. So it's another conversion for Newcastle, so 25 yards of offense as they started on their own 10. They're now at the 35. Quarterback fakes, up the middle, off, yeah, just bad read on the quarterback's part. Ball was thrown over the right shoulder pad of the receiver before he even turned the route. Much doing up the middle. It's going to be another third down for Newcastle, their third consecutive one. But they have converted with a penalty, a small rush, and then a pass completion. They're going to need at least 11 yards here. Need to get up to the 45-yard line. Quarterback drops, throws deep down the middle, overthrown ball, fourth down. So we'll see if Newcastle decides to fake a punt again. It worked for them in the first play of the game. Well, technically fourth play of the game. It was fourth down when they went for it. However, Tuttle has learned from their mistake. You'll see the defense is exceptionally tight. They've only got one guy on a mid-kick that would go potentially 10 yards and the one deep back. So they're not falling for the punt again. Not the best kick I have seen either. However, it will take a decent roll from Newcastle. It's going to be exceptionally good field position for Tuttle to start the game. Their first drive, they started at their own 35. It'll be first and 10 at their own 43. And 4:35 remains here in the third quarter. Looking mid-range game there for Tigers. So he goes from the 43 to the other side, the 49, 2nd and 2. off. Tuttle is going to be very close to getting another first down. However, he is going to get bonus yardage, just spinnings and twistings, and takes it all the way in to almost the 35-yard line. So, correction, inside the 40-yard line at the 39, not 35. 3:44 remains in the third quarter. Has been all Tuttle since the second quarter. Turn of events ended up being a missed extra point. Tuttle took advantage of it. Made it a 13-7 ball game, and then took the lead 14-13 here about 5-10 minutes of game clock ago.
Bring up second down, second down.
Ball was now at the 37-yard line. They started at their own 43. It's a very systematic drive so far for Tuttle, not a lot of yardage. Obviously 20 total yards gained. However, they're killing the most precious commodity that Newcastle has, which is the game clock. It's going to be a third down at the 31-yard line. So he gets 6 yards, they're going to give him only 5. So it'll be at the 32. Third down and 3. Tigers, you have to think, are going to go for this even if they don't get it here. So this is a potential twofer. Some dogpiling and pushing. They are not going to get the first down. So this will be the second potential fourth down for Tuttle. We'll see if they have better luck than they did in the second quarter. Ball is at the 30-yard line. They need to get just to the 29, so they need a yard. Quarterback is in shotgun formation. I do not like these short yardage things, where the quarterback has to get 6 yards to make 1 yard. A little bit closer in now, making an audible call, steps back out, full 5 yard hike again. He's going to have to run 6 to get 1. Quarterback gets it, runs off tackle, and Newcastle stops them again. I just don't like that. You need 1 yard. You get up under center and you push and run and get the 1 yard. Quarterback is 5-6 yards deep in the backfield. He has to run about 10 yards to clear the tackle and then cut upfield another 6. And doesn't make it. It ends up being a no-gain run. And he actually loses 2 yards on the play. So it'll be 1st and 10, Newcastle at their own 32-yard line. Newcastle still has 2 timeouts remaining. Tuttle has yet to use one here in the third quarter, so it looks like we'll head to the fourth of them having at least 3 at their disposal. 2 different times Tuttle has gone for it on 4th down. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Newcastle looking to get back on the scoreboard. They've yet to score in the second or third quarter. Quarterback is just mauled at the line, as you can see. Inside now, 50 seconds to go. Now down to 25 seconds to go. Newcastle doesn't get enough play off here. They could be flipping the field. Oh, they draw him. Second time in the game, they have been able to do that on a large 3rd down. It's 3rd and 2. They got the 5. Now 3rd and 9. That's going to give them a +5, so they only need 4 yards now. and the clock stops, and we will have a final play before the end of the third quarter.
Run the play, let's go.
Both teams just inexplicably draining clock, and there will be no final play of the third quarter. That is it, folks. Your score through 3, Tuttle 14, Newcastle 13. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage. Well, we are going to head down a little bit farther here. Fourth quarter starting. Ball flips to the 38-yard line on the other side. So it'll be Newcastle's 38. They'll need to get to the 42. Third down and 4 is the official call after a offside draw. Newcastle again late to getting to the field, late third quarter, and now late for the fourth quarter as well. We've still got 12 minutes of game time. Not sure what's going on. Still not out of the coaching huddle. In fact, getting a free timeout to start the third quarter and a free timeout to start the fourth quarter here. All right, just now on the field. So some curious calls made in the second quarter and the third. We'll see if it ends up being a no-brainer, no big deal for Newcastle, or if Tuttle can somehow get a stop here. This will be the second consecutive drive that Newcastle has in effect iced themselves. Swings on the out route. He's going to be short of the necessary yardage. He did get to the 45, so correction. First down and 10. Got a very favorable spot on the end turn toward out of bounds. Looked like he was going to get shoved out just shy of the marker. Just gets his foot in from the 44 to the 45. And another pile on at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of about 3. Cody Everson at the tackle.
Nothing doing on those true guard runs. More and more high schools really dialing up a successful strategy, just clogging lanes is the best way to describe it. Leaves nowhere for the runner to go. I've never really understood running in between the guards unless you're like a first down and goal, or you need like just a short, quick 1 yard to push through. Very hard for a tailback to get 5, 6, 7 yards back in the backfield and then clear those holes before they close and clog. Linebackers can see, ends and tackles can shift. Swings it over and bam!
Ball at the 45.
All right, so they get 3. It's going to be another fourth down. Quarterback again met.
Clark is Joe Ryan with the tackle. No gain on the throw. Second down.
10 minutes remain in the ball game. It is a 14-13 lead for Tuttle. Quarterback, you got to pump fake if you're going to leave your arm elongated and outstretched. A couple of throws have been off the marks across the middle. He did have a really, really good play in the second quarter that was 42 yards and a completion. Since then, I think some of it can probably just be attributed to the fact that this is probably the first cold game that they have played all year. Sometimes you just don't get quite the same grip and fluidity on arm movement. Jet sweep action, quarterback pulls back, draws, looks across the middle, floats it, and again you can see at least a good 10 yards off the mark. So it is going to be another fourth down. They did get 2 conversions, even though I'm 99% positive it just was off, but he got a very good favorable mark on the turn in. It looked like to me he was tackled and stopped at the 43. They advanced him actually to the 45, giving him kind of a lean into the 44s where I thought they would call it down, but it'll be a punt here for Newcastle. And just unable to get going. Number 11 runs it back to the 9, 10, 15, 20, 25-yard line. Looks like is where he'll be out. So just a tough, hard-fought game so far. Both teams really trying to control the trenches and each having a lot of success. The difference in the game has been when Tuttle needed a pass, they got it. Otherwise, both teams trying to pretty much run. It's not very windy tonight, but it is very cold, and it just looks like the players are just not syncing up on routes. And if you're Tuttle, you don't have to throw. You just got to keep getting first downs and control the clock. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line. We do have a racer player down on the field. He's getting back up, still taking the knee though. So it'll be an official's timeout on the field. 9:19 remains in the fourth and final quarter. It is Tuttle 14, Newcastle 13. And up now under his own power, leaving the field. Always a good idea if there's a question to give him at least one play and some questions and observation on the sideline. Tuttle still has all 3 timeouts. Newcastle has 2. They took one just inside the first converted play in the third quarter. Tuttle doesn't have to get very elaborate here. They've been kind of running off halfback style, so the tailback. Jet sweep fake. This is definitely going to the running back. Oh, and he did give it to him. So they did change it and tweak it. They've ran that play 5 times, and 4 out of 5 prior to gone to the running back. So forcing Newcastle to, in effect, stay honest on the coverage. It'll be 1st and 10 now at the 39. So nicely done by the Tigers. Jumbo package again, halfback formation. Quarterback can't do anything but hand it off quick. So it goes again to the wide out. It comes back in a tight formation. A lot of people remember the way Nebraska and Oklahoma used to run a similar option formation. Some people call them pistol formations now. Some variations of the diamond formation. We now have I formation. Quarterback is going to hand off, and nothing doing. Newcastle reads that from the get-go. Very short yardage and another movement coming up from Tuttle. So each team just really struggling to get large chunks of, play action when they need it. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5 and 44, so he didn't even get a yard. That kind of is somewhat surprising. Tuttle's going to need a full 5+ and jet sweep. And I think he got it. Yep, he does. I love the players who had the presence of mind to know that if you just change just a little bit of the trajectory of where you're running to, it forces defensive players to have to shove you down instead of trying to stop you from getting there. And it got him all the way to the 46-yard line. So nicely done. And it's going to just be drain the clock and run from here on out. Inside of 6:50 to go.
Second down, second down.
I'll be shocked at any combination of throw right now, but I haven't, been right every time. Jumbo package quarterback keeper, he's going to run over and be met with a chop kind of block to knock him and stop him dead in his tracks. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. And a substitution package here very quickly. I don't know what time it gets to the point to where you got to use those 2 timeouts if you're Newcastle. We're at 5:50 right now, so in my estimation, you're getting to the point to where I would force them on a 3rd down. I'd call the timeout there. Where if they don't get the first down, they have to seriously consider punting it. Set your plays, make sure you're on top of it. It's going to be very close.
Okay.
So if it's what I think it is, it's a no gain 4th and 2. And Tuttle is going to play a percentage game here. Kick the ball back to Newcastle. Neither team willing to go for it on 4th down here in the 4th quarter. Ooh, just out on the field. Can't pack it until he catches it. Ooh, that one could have been bad. Beautiful roll and pins Newcastle down all the way deep in territory. So it ends up working out for Tuttle. But exceptionally athletic play to keep that one from rolling over his head.
Almost in, inside the 10. Put it in the glove, and it'll be 1st down for the Rangers. Bradford with the carry of Joe Ryan. Not with Caldwell. Okay.
4:30 to go. It'll be 2nd down and 93. Holy moly. That's the 2nd time. First the game they had it at first and 41 to go, and now it says 2nd and 93. Changed it to 10. I have no idea how that happens. But there's nothing worse than having to make 93 yards to convert a first down. Oh, hit and keeps going. Well, he didn't get 93 yards, but he did get 10. Inside of 4 minutes to go, still have 2 timeouts to burn. You're going to have to really start thinking about using some of those. So far, both teams are keeping everything inbounds. Only a couple of plays, maybe a handful the entire game that have even gone out of bounds for that matter. 3:30 to go, 2nd and 6 at the 22. Boy, this is a lot of clock coming off. So it is another first down, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Split formation. Quarterback dropping back, looking, waits, flushed out of the pocket, hammered, absolutely nailed. So the play does not materialize. They had basically a wideout that was trying to stretch the defensive backs. And then quarterback did not get it in time as he crossed about the 45-yard line. And it ends up becoming a moot point. Nobody ever got across the middle where they were trying to split the wide out and the strong safety. Looks like he even loses a yard again. Still no timeouts. They've got 2 left, and they're shocked that they're not using them. So they do, I think, burn 1. 3rd and 10 at the 35-yard line. And I'm not sure if it's the officials that have stopped the clock. There is no official timeout. For whatever reason, officials were just kind of taking some time here. There's a two-edged sword going on here. Clock is the enemy. A field goal wins the game. That's not an issue. However, you have 2 timeouts left. There's only 2:35 to go, and you still have to go down the field 55 yards. There's something to be said for not leaving any clock left for Tuttle to do something with if you do score. So I get that part of it. However, when this drive started, they had just under 6 minutes to go. He gets hammered out of bounds. So that will stop the clock at 2:29 to go. But it's going to be 4th down and some yards. He does get it. I am totally blocked, so I apologize. I've done that several times, and usually I'm pretty much spot on when I see him. Got some coaches and some other people right in the way, and it's kind of hard to see. That is going to be a first down conversion as well. So the pass is finally working. 2:23, so back-to-back instances. 2 first downs and only 6 seconds come off the clock. So that is exceptionally good for the Racers here. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Here he comes. Could it be a drive of destiny? Inside of 2 minutes to go, folks. Well, Newcastle's got to go 25 yards. They have burned over 4 minutes and 20 seconds of clock, looking to close this game out. Fumbles it out of bounds once down, so no big deal there. Gets out of bounds again. A minute and 40 seconds now remain.
Great football. Great game of football. Let's go. Keep it up. Let's go. Hey, let's go, boys. Let's go.
They're making them sweat it out, that's for sure. 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line. Wide out formation, one in the backfield, hands off again, no shocker there. Trying to set the ball up. They do not have to go for it here. Keep in mind, if they don't convert the first down, they still are set in very good position for an extra point.
He's on the ground. You know better. He's on the ground. He's on the ground.
Similar to the second quarter when the defensive player picked up the ball and kind of ran with it, trying to solve a fumble recovery. It'll be a no gain, really, so 3rd and 2. Minute and 20-something seconds to go here. We'll have several substitution packages for the Racers. They are perfectly content to drain this clock down. I think it just kick a field goal. We're now down to a minute to go, getting very, very close though. Hands it off, stays in the same spot. Fumble that time. Oh, that's the game. That is the ball game, folks. Tuttle recovers a fumble. We'll see if the official call is down, and it is not. And it is going to be a victory for the Tuttle Tigers. Newcastle trying to perfectly spot the ball for a potential game-winning field goal, or going for it on 4th down. It was going to be very close with the 2-yard lunge. And instead, it looks like his own player knocked the ball loose. So it'll be 59 seconds to go. Victory formation for the Tuttle Tigers, and they are going to hang a second loss on the season against a very good Newcastle squad. Here we go. Nothing finer than kneeling right there before the 10. 55 seconds. Keep in mind, Newcastle has 2 timeouts. I would use them both. I would force this team to actually have to get a first down to win or punt. Ball is now officially at the 11-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard kneel back. Well, you won't have to think long and hard on what the play of the game ends up being. A defensive stop for Tuttle. Game had some question to it right before that play. Tuttle had picked up a ball once the running back was clearly down. This time, I think he was outstretched on his own player, never hit the turf, and it looked like a knee came in and just knocked the ball right out of his hand. And Tuttle on it, grabs it, but it could be ball game now. We got 55 seconds, so it won't start until they get up to the ball. And obviously you're going to want to try to force them to burn the 3rd and final timeout. However, you're going to have to do something, or it may require a punt. So a little bit of running around maybe. So it's going to be another timeout for Newcastle. I don't think Tuttle thought this one through. I think what you should have done is handed it to the surest person with the ball and just ran and fall. Run up the field. Don't kneel back. Because now if you do one more step back and you have to punt it, you're punting from your own end zone. And they're going to have as many as 45 seconds still left on the clock. We'll start at 49.7 here. Newcastle does burn their third and final timeout. What I would have preferred is actually hike the ball in a wildcat formation to the running back. Running back flicks it back to the quarterback and runs far left and blocks for him so that he just falls on the ground. But you tie up some more clock and you don't go from the 13 all the way now back to the 8-yard line. Those that are curious, in high school football, there's a 25-second clock here for classes that play 11-man football. Otherwise, it's usually 40 seconds.
The ball went on the ground from the center.
Okay, so we go 49-7 to 47-3. This is going to be an exceptionally perplexing call. Tuttle almost gave the ball right back, and the call is going to be that there was offside, so encroachment is the official call. They're going to say that the defensive player or nose guard swiped the ball, reached out over before it was actually hiked. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty that will move the ball from the 8 and potentially 6-yard line back to the original spot where the first fumble was reported about the 12-yard line. There could be a 10-second runoff here as well. Clock starts, exactly. So they're going to take this all the way to the extent that they can. There's 19 seconds. There's going to be 20 left after a potential hike, kneel down, or whatever they do with this ball. Can't take the penalty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touches him with just 20 seconds to go, and that is going to do it. Tuttle out on the field to celebrate your final score. Tuttle Tigers 14, Newcastle 13. Your Prep Nation TV game of the week.